How are you?
Good. Getting ready for South Korea?
Yes. Well, no, I'm getting ready for the Super Bowl first, and then I'm getting ready for South Korea. It's like it's like cramming for exams. We were at the NHL All-Star Game last weekend. We are here this week. We're going to South Korea next week, and then we come back for 2 days and go to the outdoor game for the NHL at the U.S. Naval Academy, which I'm super excited about. So, but one day at a time.
So you're doing hockey, you're doing Notre Dame, you're doing the Olympics, you're here at the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Golf gets no coverage?
Kind of. Trust me, if there was more hours in the day, I'd be doing golf coverage for sure. Unfortunately, our Golf Channel network's down in Florida, and for me to try and get there and do this.
That sounds like a pretty cushy job,
I know,
by the way.
I know.
Get to Orlando,
good weather.
No state tax.
Yeah, seriously.
That's where you want to be.
Seriously, make that my hub. But I would love to do more golf coverage. Maybe down the road. We'll see.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things that people age into is golf.
Oh, nice.
I love golf. The older I get, the more and more I play golf.
Yeah,
so.
The more time you have to play golf.
Yeah, well, I did see the demographics actually went down. The average viewer was like 63 like 3 years ago. Now it's like 58.
Tiger's making the comeback, though, so they'll bring the demographic back up, right?
Yeah, I hope he's all right.
I know.
He wasn't hurt in his first go-around, so that's good.
Right, that's right. And everybody roots for Tiger. I mean, he's been through so much, and I'd love to see a comeback by him.
Well, it's a dominant athlete.
Yes.
It's almost like with Tom Brady hanging on right now. You know, he's not even hanging on. He's like the league MVP, but he's 40. He's killing it. And people want him to go away, but seeing that excellence, there's something about it.
I know. Something about it. You love to see winners, right?
Yeah. So you were at the NHL All-Star Game?
Yes. We just got back from there on, so the game was on Sunday. The skills competition was Saturday. We had a great time. It was Gasparilla Parade in Tampa, which I don't know if you know what the Gasparilla Parade is.
I do not.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is. It is the third largest parade in the country. You didn't know that, right?
I did not.
And it's pirates. Everybody is dressed up. It's like Mardi Gras on steroids. Everyone's dressed up as pirates. All these pirate ships come into the harbor in Tampa Bay, and they have a huge celebration.
They don't pillage and plunder while they're doing it, do they?
They do a lot of weird stuff down there. They're all pretty much legit pirates. So that was happening when we had the All-Star Game too. So you had this great intersection of pirates and crazy wild hockey fans. It was the coolest thing.
Okay, I'm
My hotel was too loud though.
I'm coming from Canada.
Okay.
So we got hockey all around us. Can't stand hockey. It's too much.
What?
It's too much.
You're from Toronto, though, right?
I'm from Halifax. I live in
Toronto.
We had hockey 24/7. Someone equated it earlier to being like if you were from Alabama but didn't like Alabama football.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that you could hear. But it's just the thing that's
Are you feeling okay?
But when I'm here, it's not so bad. It's not on every single TV. It's like, this is a better pace for me. But the 3-on-3 is kind of cool at the All-Star Game.
It's very cool.
Did the players like it?
They love it. It's $1 million prize
they like
at the
$1 million
end.
on the
That's amazing. And then the skills competition they started introducing this year, $25,000 for the winner of the skills. So these guys bet like $250 on a round of golf. I mean, they love anything they can get their hands on. So
Ovi shows up, gets a hardest shot, and he's probably going to donate that money back. I'm betting on some other one.
He's a good man though. But I worked in Toronto for 3 years. I commuted back and forth from the U.S. to Canada with the NHL Network. And I totally know what you mean with regards to hockey everywhere. And
before we get to NFL highlights, it's junior hockey highlights. It's like,
what is happening here? It's crazy.
I just want to see some Eagles highlights.
Yeah.
It was the NFC Championship
game. I know.
Game.
Nope, not
there. That's coming in at the 55-minute mark of the hour-long show, and we'll just show you the score. We'll flash it on the screen.
We'll show you a scoreboard.
So how do you juggle all the sports? Like, is it just one big cram session?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one day. Like, I didn't really focus on the Super Bowl. Obviously, we didn't know the matchup until last week. But, you just focus on one day at a time and each assignment at a time. But we have great researchers at NBC Sports, and you're just getting emails every day of a packet of information that is relevant. Like, tomorrow I'm doing a hockey game, and Friday I'm doing a hockey game here on location at the Super Bowl. We'll do our pregame and intermissions and postgame from here. And, we get research packs in the morning on that. So I'm well informed. I'm reading about the league every single day. I'm reading about the Super Bowl every day. It's just,
you're not going to miss much on the Super Bowl.
It's all
covered.
I love reading. I'd be reading it anyway if I didn't do this for my job.
So you do the hockey, you do football. I mean, just even you do it so long you know about the sports, it's easy to keep up on the research.
Right.
Are you doing any crazy sports for the Olympics?
I'm doing hockey at the Olympics.
You're just hockey?
Yeah, but it's
so
unique
you don't have like biathlon?
No, I wish.
Do you wish?
No. So the cool thing about the hockey this year, though, is that the NHL players are not participating.
Which is not cool.
So, I'm just saying it's going to create new storylines. It's going to create, we have to know these guys differently. No, if an NHL player goes to the Olympics, it's very easy
as
for
we
me
say
to
in
do.
Canada, the NHL players aren't playing to give the Americans a chance to win.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Hey, you might win now.
See.
Congratulations.
Thank you. USA women are going to win.
Probably.
Mark my words.
Really? I mean, women's hockey, I always get into this debate where if there's only two good teams in the world, like two teams that are going to meet in the finals, how is that an Olympic sport? Shouldn't they just have like their own best-of-7 series?
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, we'll put the gold medal. It's a best-of-7 series. The rest of the teams can play a tournament for bronze.
Well, it's like you can say the same thing about the Patriots.
Yeah, we're getting to that point now.
Yeah.
But, like, do you watch women's hockey much?
I mean, I love the Team USA women's team. I know a lot of those players. I covered them in Sochi 4 years ago when they tried to go for gold, and, you know, they were devastated they didn't get it.
Is that a real rivalry that people just don't talk about, the Canada-U.S. women's hockey rivalry?
For sure. And you'll see it. It is fierce. It's fierce. They're mean. They don't like each other. You know, there's some great storylines of a lot of great camaraderie between the two of them. But they were. I will tell you this: Team USA was devastated, and it feels like just yesterday when they lost that gold medal and had to settle for the silver. And we were all so proud of them having silver, but they want that gold. And I was with them this weekend. A bunch of the players trained down in Tampa, and they took off this week to go to South Korea. But they're ready to go. We had them on our All-Star coverage.
What's the time difference?
15 hours, I believe, ahead. I think it's 15 hours ahead.
15 hours?
I have it on my clock. It's like I'm trying to get used to this.
You're trying
like,
to figure out
what time is it?
Here?
There we go. My world clock. It's 6:12 a.m. right now in Seoul.
So are you doing, with the hockey games being broadcast, like even it's going to be tough with the time differences showing everything live on network.
Yep.
So is NBC going to use like the affiliates in the web so you can watch the stuff on demand?
We'll be live. All of our games are live on NBCSN. Yep, on CNBC and on MSNBC. They'll be using all the platforms, but it will not. They'll be streaming live on the internet, but you can tell everything's televised.
That's
Every
crazy,
single
isn't it?
Event, yep, that's how many people are working on these Olympics. I think there's about 2,000 employees over there right now.
The hockey beat is fun. The curling beat's where you want to be at. Slower pace.
I know, and my colleague.
The athletes drink.
Yeah, that's a fun sport to watch.
It is fun. It's like Canadian bowling.
It's like underrated.
No, it's Canadian bowling.
Yeah,
is all it is.
True. Do you curl?
No.
Oh.
Like with Christmas parties. I don't want to break my neck. I'm far too competitive to start doing things where I'm like half drunk on the ice.
Yeah,
that's going to turn out with a broken neck for me.
Okay.
But some of these guys are really good.
They're very good, and they're entertaining, and it's fun. We've been showing so much coverage lately because build up to the Olympics and the qualifying rounds, and I love it. I get into it.
Do you have a personal favorite sport? Obviously, you're covering hockey. Like,
I think.
Are you a Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics? Do you have a favorite?
I always, growing up, loved the Winter Olympics just because I love skiing. I love watching all this. You know, I think it's a beautiful. You know, the cinematography of the Winter Olympics is really beautiful with all the snow and the pictures and the elements. But I covered my first Summer Olympics last summer in Rio, and that was awesome. I did beach volleyball, and we're right on Copacabana Beach broadcasting, you know, Kerry Walsh Jennings. It was the coolest thing ever. So I don't have a favorite. I don't feel like I work a day in my life.
Did South Korea get a team into the hockey tournament?
Yes, and so did North Korea.
North Korea has a hockey team.
The North Korea women merged with the South Korean team, so that's what you will see.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
That's happening?
Yeah, it's happening.
Oh, my God. Do they have a split men's team in?
I don't know the answer to that. I'll have to.
I'm going to guess no, if I had to. I'm not sure about that.
It's going to be interesting.
Have you been to South Korea before?
No.
Did you have to learn any Korean?
No.
Not even a few phrases?
No, I'm sure I'll pick up a few phrases when I'm there, though. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time to learn a second language or a third language or a language of all the places
you do all the jobs already. Why not add another one?
Trying to understand the language of professional athletes is hard enough sometimes.
Well, if you do hockey, there's a lot of can we get someone in hockey who's like fired up all the time?
I know.
And giving pointing at the
camera.
PK Subban. PK's great.
PK's great.
And they ran him out of poor Montreal. Now all the Montreal fans are devastated.
Yeah, I know.
Shea Weber's not as good.
I know.
And PK's
the
personality.
I'm not saying I know Shea Weber's outstanding.
He's outstanding, but PK is like, you could build the league around him as the guy.
Yep.
People want it to be Crosby, but never says anything.
Well, he's like Tom Brady. He's just straight, smooth, classy. He doesn't have to be over the top.
I'm from the same place as Sidney Crosby. We grew up in the same town. Not the classiest guy.
That's Nathan McKinnon's town, too, right?
It is, yeah. Cole Harbor, Halifax, all in that whole region.
Beautiful up there.
We had no one for years. We had Al McGinnis and Glenn Murray. That was about it.
Glenn Murray Muzz.
And then all of a sudden, just an overflow of Nova Scotian athletes are coming into hockey.
Yeah.
It's the only thing we can do. That and paddling.
Well, hey, you do it well. So own it.
I guess
right?
so. And now Nathan McKinnon's going to be like the MVP.
He is. He's having a tremendous year.
He needs to close it out first. I mean, we're at the halfway point here.
We'll keep an eye on him.
Enjoy South Korea.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm so excited. The flight I'm not so excited about. 15 hours, then we drive 3 hours once we get there.
Do you get like cushy flights over? Do you get at least first class?
Yeah, we do.
Private
but,
jet, maybe?
After that'd be nice. I don't think that's in the budget, but
well, maybe they send everyone over at the same time.
Maybe the next Olympics. Maybe Tokyo. You know what? Maybe LA. That'll happen. Quick little 3-hour flight.
It could happen.
You never know.
It's not the greatest expense in the world.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Have fun out here.
You have fun, too.
Keep
I mean, you're going to be having more access than I am, I think. I'm just going to be on the sidelines yelling at people.
There you go. It's fine.
You might even be standing there.
That's effective. Just don't yell at me.
I won't.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
For being on.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.